him.
It's late at night when a mom quickly picks up her phone to record a video. She's lying in bed across from her daughter, who had told her a few hours earlier that she was scared to sleep in her room. The mom, who shared this video, said she was shaken by what happened that night. Something in the house didn't feel right, and she felt the need to start recording. While filming, she catches this.
So, my daughter's sleeping with me in my bed tonight. She kept saying that she was really scared of something in her room. I'm a little bit shaky. I don't know if you guys can tell, but so this is the same toy that used to go off in the past, and it's always terrified me since, because I would ask it questions and it would answer with noises. With noises.
One of the fingers on the toy arm suddenly moves on its own. It even looks like it's pointing at the mother, like it's saying, "I see you." This was already strange, but the toy truck made it even creepier. For some reason, it started going off before the finger moved. The mother wrote that the toy truck scares her, not just because it goes off, but because it seems smart when it shouldn't be. Shannon, the mother, would sometimes ask the toy to light up or make a sound, and it would just moments later. This made her think the toy might be cursed or haunted. She feels the same way about the toy arm. As always, it's up to you to decide what you think. Did Shannon catch something paranormal, or is there another way to explain it? Let me know what you think. In 2021, an anonymous TikTok account posted a short video that showed something more disturbing than it seemed at first. It starts with a simple shot of a house, but if you listen carefully, the background sounds tell a much darker story. The person filming the video can hear creepy screams coming from the woods near their home. As they move closer to the main road following the sounds, the cries get louder and more frightening with every step until something much more scary happens. At that moment, the person gathered the courage to go deeper into the woods, pulled toward the source of the scary screams. But the closer he got, the more terrible the scene became, until he saw something so disturbing that it made him wonder if he should have followed the sounds in the first place. There were glowing eyes shining in the dark, cutting through the shadows like two burning embers. It felt like some invisible creature was staring right into his soul, watching everything he did with a strange, intense look. The video suddenly stopped there, leaving only silence. The questions remain. What was making those scary noises? What happened to the person filming? Did they even get out of the forest alive? This security camera footage from a store where items fall and shopping carts move on their own, even though everyone is at home. A loud bang is heard all around. Objects move by themselves, making it seem like the store is haunted by something invisible. Or maybe it's just a trick. What do you think? Bradley's Locksmith, also known as Bradley Lock and Key, is a long-running locksmith business in Savannah, Georgia. Founded in 1883, it's the oldest operating company in the city and one of the oldest locksmith shops in the country. Since 1967, it has been located in the historic Patrick Duffy building, which dates back to 1885, and it might just be haunted. The video you're about to see was shared by DMY Raza, who was outside Bradley's Lock and Key at 2 a.m. Take a look and see if you catch anything strange. There seems to be some strange activity happening just below and to the right of the locks, right around here. As for why this person was outside the store so early in the morning, no one knows. Maybe he works there. Either way, this creepy video shows that even places like a locksmith shop can be haunted by spirits. Let's just hope those spirits don't try to hurt any customers. Relaxing in bed late at night watching TV is a common way to unwind after a hard day. But for Kevin Incredible and his loyal dog, there was still a feeling of tension even in the quiet of the night.
I was just watching this video on YouTube. It was about the Euphrates River drying up and a video of a guy that apparently found a cave. And he started to hear strange noises, so he recorded it. And my dog was sleeping in bed, and as soon as I put it on, she woke up, and she got freaked out, pretty much, and she still seems a little on edge. Check it out.
Hear strange sounds coming from inside of it. Check this out.
The strange sounds seemed to upset the dog, probably because dogs hear things more clearly than humans. There might have been a sound frequency in the noise that only the dog could hear, which made her anxious. Some people might even think something paranormal was happening. Considering the mysterious cave nearby and the history of important discoveries in the area, like the recent finding of a 3,400-year-old city under the drying river, this place has a lot of historical meaning. Given the dog's obvious fear, it's hard to ignore the idea that she might have sensed something beyond what humans or animals usually notice. What do you think about these events? Share your thoughts with us. Sydney, who goes by Salt Sage on TikTok, recently shared a creepy video on her account. In the video, some really strange things happen in her house while she was asleep and didn't know about it. In the clip, Sydney reviews footage that seems normal at first. It shows her kitchen in black and white with nothing happening. But then, the mood suddenly changes. Take a look. Suddenly, the cabinet doors fly open for no clear reason. There were no drafts or open windows to cause it. This sudden movement is strange and makes you wonder if something paranormal is happening. It's hard not to feel uneasy when the video ends, thinking about what could have caused it in this otherwise normal house. The video is still a complete mystery. Hopefully, Sydney can figure out what's going on. Do you have any ideas about what might have happened? If so, leave your thoughts in the comments below. Haunted dolls are some of the scariest things I can imagine, but Henrique Gross, a paranormal fan from Brazil, is interested in them. He's been collecting dolls for years, and the creepier they are, the more he likes them. But one doll he recently bought at an antique shop has been pushing his limits. For the past few nights, Henrique, who lives alone, has been hearing strange noises coming from the room where he keeps his dolls. One night, the sounds came back. Hoping to catch it on video, Henrique quickly grabbed his phone and started recording. What he caught looks like something straight out of a horror movie. A chill runs down Henrique's spine as he sees a dark figure slowly peek out from behind the creepy doll. After seeing this, Henrique runs out the front door and spends the night at a friend's place. When he comes back the next morning, whatever he saw is gone, but the doll is still sitting exactly where he left it. Many people think the strange noises that kept bothering Henrique night after night were signs of something trying to come through, something connected to the doll. Now that it has finally shown itself, it might not want to hide again. Let's just hope Henrique decides to get rid of the doll, or he might not be the only one living there much longer. A user named Sageman123 shared a video showing some really creepy things that happened to his friend after moving into a new house. At the beginning of the video, the man is talking to the camera and mentions that his dog keeps staring at something in the distance that he can't see. He continues to talk about how strange the whole situation feels when suddenly something unexpected happens.
I know. I think something's wrong. I don't know. I hear noises, but I'm not even sure. Are you kidding me right now?
After this happens, the man sounds both shocked and amazed by the whole situation. His friend, who posted the video, keeps recording quietly for a bit. Then, out of nowhere, his dog starts barking loudly at something in the house. Even though he tries to calm the dog down, it keeps barking, clearly upset by something. Then, something else happens.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong? Jackson. Jackson. What's wrong? There's banging and stuff.
Strangely, the door in the room slowly closes by itself while the dog keeps barking. Not much else is known about the video, but it's pretty creepy. The person who posted it said his friend moved out of the house soon after, and it's hard to blame him. While it's easy to think something paranormal is going on, there are more normal explanations too, like drafts, uneven floors, or changes in air pressure causing doors to shut. And dogs can sometimes react to far-off sounds or shadows that we don't notice right away. Still, the way the dog started barking and then the door closed right after seems too perfectly timed to ignore completely. A user recently shared his experience with something ghostly, along with a video that's sure to give you chills.
It's doing it again. That switch down there is on. You see it past my shaking. This one is on, okay? It's Mom. See what I mean? It's... You can hear it. Mom.
For some background, the person who posted the video said their brother was alone at their mom's house, most likely checking on their dog, Oscar, while their mom and stepdad were at work. The hallway lights started flickering on and off, so the brother began recording to try and catch whatever was happening. After watching the footage several times, the uploader was left confused and felt like something beyond normal explanation might be going on. Even though they had lived in the house for over 2 years and had always felt strange vibes, they had never seen anything like this before. The hallway light is controlled by 2 switches, one close to the brother and another at the end of the hallway. In the video, you can see the light turning on and off, and the switch moves twice. The first time, it moves halfway down, which the uploader found very odd. The second time, the switch suddenly slams down, which scares the brother and makes him quickly leave the area. The uploader shared the video to hear what others think about it, especially since their mom still lives in the house and has had similar creepy experiences. The video is strange and unsettling, something most people wouldn't want to go through in their own home. If this happened to most people, it would probably be a clear sign to start looking for a new place right away. Hopefully, if the house is haunted, the uploader can find a new home where they don't have to worry about this kind of thing anymore. A woman named Brandis Warren set up a security camera to watch her dog at night, but what it caught ended up upsetting her. One night, while Brandis and her family were asleep, the camera recorded something strange around 2:45 a.m. At first, everything looks normal. Brandis's dog is sleeping in his crate. Then a flash of light startles him, and he lifts his head, alert. Moments later, a door creaks open, and through the gap, something creepy appears. A small, pale face barely visible. Then, a dark, shadowy figure about the size of a child suddenly shows up, standing still. It stays for a moment before fading away, like it was never there. Just as it disappears, the pale face appears again, followed by another bright flash of light. Some people think it's just a glitch or a trick of the light, but others believe someone or something was in the house that night, watching from the shadows, and the only one who knew was the dog. This next video was filmed at a hotel in Spain, where a group of friends got into an elevator that, for some reason, wouldn't take them to their floor.
Okay, so it's been doing this for a minute, and there's nothing out there. Jim.
Yeah.
Figure it out?
Yeah.
Alright, no, that did something,
No. Dude, Llorona? I don't know. La Llorona.
What is going on?
Are we too heavy? Is there someone there? What the?
Although it's pretty creepy, the elevator might just have been broken and unable to move. But what makes this really strange is that other guests at the hotel have had the same problem with this elevator. According to the hotel staff, it happens often, and they don't know why. The 16th floor is still being worked on, so no one is staying there right now, which makes the elevator's behavior even more confusing. Then, just a day or two later...
Yo, so this elevator is acting mad weird. We started a few floors up, and...
Yo. Did we stop?
The elevator suddenly stopped working. It turned out there was a power outage affecting much of Spain and Portugal, and the group of friends was in the elevator when it happened.
Backup, yeah, there you go. The backup generator's been coming on and off. We've been having the time of our lives. And yeah, we're like cooking alive.
Luckily, while they were stuck inside, the backup generator turned on, but it wasn't working properly since the lights kept flickering on and off. While the three friends were playing around with the flashing lights, something else happened.
Oh. Oh, he's cooking something.
What are you doing?
Yep. Yep.
I gotta pee.
Oh, you gotta pee.
It's making my bladder. I gotta pee.
You gotta pee.
I feel like the rappers.
You feel like the-
Go. I gotta pee.
Oh, yeah.
I'm holding my bladder.
Yep.
I gotta pee. I don't know what else is going on. I gotta pee. It's making me mad. Calling myself in your
Oh,
I gotta pee. I'm angry like Bowser.
Guys, this is probably the worst.
In the corner of the elevator, a dark shape appears right behind one of the friends. It's small but clear enough to show that something unusual is there. None of the friends noticed it at the time, but after watching the video, they couldn't help but feel that something supernatural was inside the elevator. Luckily, after a while, the group managed to get out, but not in the way they expected.
We're moving.
I know. Thank you.
Where are we going?
Oh, wait. This is stop. No. No.
That's the same one as before.
No.
All right.
They were taken up to the 16th floor after being stuck inside the elevator for about an hour and a half. No one had called the elevator, which is strange. Still, they'd much rather be on that floor than trapped in the broken elevator for obvious reasons. The big question is who called the elevator and, more importantly, what was inside it? The friends still don't know. They're just happy things didn't get worse while they were stuck. Ghost or not, this video is really strange. The next video was filmed at a museum where something creepy was caught on camera. For some background, the person recording it went to the museum after his dad had visited a few days earlier. His dad said there was something strange about the place. He couldn't explain exactly why, but the exhibit about a woman named Maria Sabina made him feel uneasy. It might be because her wax statue looks a bit too real, or maybe it's her connection to witchcraft, but the whole exhibit scared him. After seeing the video his son recorded, he's certain he's never going back there again. Here's what his son caught on camera at the Maria Sabina exhibit. Take a look.
No, está perro este. ¡Ay, hijo de... güey, qué pedo?
Somehow, the wax figure of Maria Sabina appears to come to life. She quickly tilts her head in a sudden movement, almost like she's looking closely at the person filming her. It scares the cameraman a lot, but he keeps recording just in case she moves again. However, she doesn't. The figure goes back to staying completely still, just like a wax statue should.
Güey, qué pedo?
This whole event has scared a lot of viewers, including the father who visited the museum earlier. But unlike most people, he began to wonder if the figure was simply designed to move. Maybe it was built that way on purpose. However, the museum's owner said that the figure is not supposed to move at all, so this shouldn't have happened.
¿Qué onda, amigo? No manejo nada de mecatrónica. Es una figura totalmente en cera. Mira, es una pieza total, rígida, no se puede manipular. Te digo, no tiene nada, te digo, mira, te muestro, no hay cables, no hay nada, no es un robot, es una figura totalmente.
If the figure isn't some kind of animatronic or something similar, then how did it move? This question still hasn't been answered and probably won't be for a while until more proof comes up. Until then, you can decide for yourself what happened here. This next clip was shared on an Indonesian social media site and was supposed to be a simple cooking video, but when the young woman filming turned the camera to record herself, she got the scare of her life after seeing something behind her. This is what she saw.
Masih diselakin dikit dan bakso. So yummy. So, kita langsung aja ambil mangkok.
A dark figure with long black hair is seen peeking from the top of the stairs. It quickly disappears behind the wall, then comes back a moment later, slowly walking toward the young woman, who gasps in fear. If you know who this young woman is or what happened to her after she stopped recording, please let me know in the comments. Otherwise, this will stay a mystery. A guy on TikTok named Tristan went through a scary experience because he started to believe his home might have a ghost or some otherworldly presence. To find out what was going on, he set up several cameras in important spots around his house. At first, the footage just shows Tristan's bedroom with the door slightly open, nothing unusual, but this simple video is about to turn into something really creepy. Take a look. In the scary video, Tristan pulls back in fear as the door shakes with an unnatural force, giving him chills, an understandable reaction. It's easy to see why some skeptics might dismiss the video since it could be faked, but that doesn't mean it's a hoax. So far, no clear explanation has been given for what happens in the video. For now, we can only guess what might be going on in Tristan's house. Whatever it is, it doesn't seem like something good. This video was posted by a TikTok user named Grand Devil on March 24th, 2024. In the video, we see the person filming the inside of their living room while the house is tranquil. At first, it appears to be just a random video with nothing unusual happening, but after a few seconds, it becomes clear that something is not right in the house.
Mi casa muy extraño. ¿Qué coño? ¡Oh! Julio parido. Julio parido.
Suddenly, a noise is heard coming from the kitchen. The person recording quickly goes to check where the sound came from, but doesn't find anything. Just a few seconds later, another strange sound can be heard. At this point, the TikToker is scared and trying to understand the creepy things happening in their house. But before the video ends, there's one more scare.
Si lo están viendo, ¿eh? Lo estoy documentando todo. Esto va peor. Joder, tío. ¡Ay!
This video doesn't give much background, but likely, the person recording had already been noticing strange things, which is why they started filming. If the place is haunted, it might be a good idea for them to start looking for a new house soon. A woman named Luce often paints different pictures and sells them. Out of all her paintings, one stood out for a strange reason. The painting shows the sea at night and was made during the pandemic. Sadly, it didn't sell, so she hung it up in her house. Since then, the family says they've seen the painting move now and then, and one time they even caught it on camera.
Mira, te digo que algo se mueve en el cuadro. Fíjate bien, quédatele viendo. ¿Ya viste?
Ay, no mames, güey. Sí.
A small part of the painting seems to move by itself. What's even stranger is that the leaf of the plant next to it also moves slightly at the same time. Lus later posts another video saying there's no light in the room that could cause a reflection, and the painting is made with matte paint, which doesn't reflect light. But something creepy still gets caught on camera.
Un nuevo video enseñándoles el cuadro de frente. Es pintura mate, no se refleja. Ay, güey, no mames.
The whole frame of the painting suddenly moves by itself, which makes Luce more sure that something strange is happening with it. Some people say they can see faces in the painting, but the question is, could there be something more about this picture that's causing these weird things? Let me know in the comments below. This next video was posted on the UFO subreddit by a user named Camino das Almas and has been getting a lot of attention. It was recorded on September 8th, 2023 in Porto, Portugal. The person who filmed it says he first thought he had only caught one metallic sphere flying straight ahead in the direction he was facing, but he also says that what isn't shown at the start of the video is that the object flew right over him at a low height.
What the? Uma bola.
He writes, "The first 2 minutes of the video show the raw, unedited footage of the original sighting. After that, I added a stabilized and zoomed-in version to show the main metallic sphere more clearly. Here's the crazy part. Almost a year later, while looking over the video again, I found 8 more metallic spheres in the same clip. They were way in the background and moving fast. You can barely see them at normal speed. So I edited the video to include slow motion, zoom-ins, and tracking to help show them better. I did my best to point them out and make the details clearer without changing the main footage. I'd love to hear what you think, or if anyone can improve the video even more." Many people in the comments were impressed with how clear and real the video looks. Some think it could be balloons, birds, or video glitches, but the way the spheres shine and move in formation seems too well organized for that. What do you think? Is it something real or something else? Let me know in the comments. This video was recorded by a security guard who works the night shift alone at a big school, checking the grounds to make sure the place is safe. One night, while walking through the hallways, he started feeling like something or someone was following him and heard strange noises. Knowing he was alone in the building, he took out his phone to record. Watch closely. Strange sounds can be heard coming from somewhere inside the school. As he keeps looking around, he catches something on camera that gives him the chills.
¿Escucharon?
A sound that sounds like a distant scream can be heard inside the building, which scares the security guard. After checking the school's history, he found out that 2 students died in this very hallway. Then, when he goes into a classroom, this happens. The chairs that were on the table suddenly fall by themselves after he enters the room. When he looks to see what happened, no one is there. After watching the security footage, he noticed it caught strange things too. The very next night, he sees it again.
Oigan, miren, no sé si alcancen a ver allí en la ventana. Ahí, que se ve algo, ¿sí ven? Ven. ¿Se alcanzan a ver la sombra?
A dark figure can be seen looking through the glass panel behind the door before hiding around the corner. The strange activity keeps getting worse, and he is starting to feel more scared to work at the school. Next, I'll show you a video from Instagram user Zuka Bashar. He recorded dashcam footage driving down a dark, empty road at night 3 times. At first, nothing seems unusual as he drives normally on the dark road, but things get strange right here. If you look closely, you can see what looks like a strange creature running across the road. Some people in the comments think it might just be a monkey, while others believe it's something much more creepy. What do you think? Is it just a monkey or something scarier? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Imagine trying to have a peaceful night on a cruise, but it gets interrupted by a strange, uninvited guest. That's what happened on this cruise, shown in a video posted by Reddit user Tasty Beverage on the UFO subreddit a few weeks ago. He says the video isn't his, but came from New Folk. The original video had the witnesses' reactions, but the audio was removed when he uploaded it. The witnesses can be heard saying they got it, meaning they caught the strange UFO-like object on camera. Another person gets excited when it turns back. What do you think about this video? Do you believe it shows proof of UFOs, or is it not clear enough to convince you? Share your thoughts and ideas in the comments. A Reddit user named Emir posted a strange video on the UFO subreddit that has confused almost everyone who's watched it. The video shows a bright blue sky with hardly any clouds on a hot summer day. In the clip, a man is skydiving and enjoying his time in the air when suddenly something appears to be following right behind him. Since the video was filmed from far away, it's hard to say exactly what the object is. Many people believe it could be a UFO following the skydiver. The person who posted the video said that when they zoomed in, the object had a strange oval shape with unusual movement. At first, they thought it might be a camera issue, but the bugs flying in the video didn't show the same problem, so that might not be the case. Some comments suggest different ideas, with one saying the object looks like a big atom with an electron spinning around it quickly. Whatever it was, the skydiver probably won't be going back up anytime soon. This next video was uploaded to YouTube in August 2016. It shows a school employee in Buenos Aires, Argentina, filming himself during a night shift, likely working as a security guard. In the video, he and a co-worker walk through the quiet, empty hallways. It's not clear why they began filming, but it seems they might have heard something unusual and wanted to check it out using a phone camera. After some time, they walk into a classroom, and that's when something happens that seriously scares them.
Escucha, boludo. ¿No escucharon?
Que nada, boludo.
Por acá era. No, boludo, ¿viste eso? Ah, boludo. Aguantá, boludo, aguantá.
Right in front of them, a chair slides across the floor on its own. The two men panic and run away, clearly scared by what they saw. Since this is the only video on the uploader's channel, there's no way to know what happened afterward. But after something like that, it wouldn't be surprising if they never returned to the school. Some people might say it was done using wires, magnets, or editing tricks, but the men's reactions seem too real to just call it a prank. Sleepovers are usually fun times where kids or teens spend the night at a friend's house, filled with games and fun, but you wouldn't expect anything scary to happen during one. However, a TikTok video by user BB150 shows that you might want to be careful. In the video, the person recording sounds scared and tries to wake up a sleeping friend, though it takes some effort. Once the friend is awake, strange and creepy noises start to be heard.
You're here. Listen. Touch that door. That Ouija board. I'm getting out of this room. I can't sleep in here.
The uploader gets up to check his closet, likely thinking the strange noise was coming from there since it sounded closest. But when he looks inside, no one is there. In a second video, he walks around the house a bit more, maybe not ready to stop looking and wanting to face whatever was causing the fear. In the new footage, he's seen slowly opening a door and looking inside.
Hey guys, I think this might be the last time.
In the dark, a scary figure can be seen standing in the room. If you brighten the video, it becomes clearer. The uploader takes a few seconds to notice it, but once he does, he quickly shuts the door, locks it, and the video ends suddenly, leaving everyone wondering what happened next. Who was that creepy figure in the room? Did it plan to harm the uploader or his friend? Thankfully, it seems the uploader is safe, but it's likely that this event ruined sleepovers for both of them. In case you missed it, a solar eclipse happened on April 8th, 2024, and was visible across parts of North America, from Mexico to Canada, including the US. A strange TikTok video posted by a user named the Randonautica shows the uploader trying to film the eclipse. But instead of just capturing the eclipse, he caught something surprising and unexpected on camera.
Bruh. Look, there's something flying through the air. What the was that? What the was that? Yo, what the? Aliens! Aliens! Yo.
Out of nowhere, something that looks like a UFO quickly flies through the clouds for about a second before disappearing. People on the ground can be heard reacting in shock, asking what it was. Even if it's not a UFO, the video seems real, especially with how many people on the street react right after the object appears. That kind of reaction would be hard to fake. So, what do you think happened? Could a UFO have flown by during the eclipse? And if so, do you think it was done on purpose? This video was posted on a subreddit which shares photos, videos, and stories about the paranormal, UFOs, ancient cultures, strange creatures, and other weird stuff. The person who shared this clip said it was recorded on a friend's trail camera at a ranch on private land during the night in October 2018. Even though the video is only 7 seconds long, it's enough to give you chills, especially if you're watching it alone. Take a look. Suddenly, a tall and skinny humanoid figure walks past the camera and then disappears from view just before the video ends. This leaves us wondering what exactly the trail camera caught. If you have any ideas about this video, please share them in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Chris from Urbex Hill returned to a spot he calls the back rooms. It starts off lighthearted, but things quickly turn when he sees a dark figure dart past a vent. He panics and runs. After hiding for a while, someone begins sneaking around. When Chris comes face to face with them, he's knocked out cold. He eventually wakes up, clearly shaken, but keeps going. As he continues exploring, he hears a voice, maybe a spirit, warning him to leave before things take a darker turn.
Walk, it sounds like people are talking. I don't know if that's just the sound of my feet echoing or what. It's really creepy. It's nasty. What the hell? What the hell is that? guess I'll go downstairs for a minute. Walk around. Yeah, those gotta be raccoons. I can hear them up there. Oh my God. What the just happened? It's a weird noise in this room. That's creepy.
Was it just someone messing around, or did Chris come face to face with something supernatural? Being a security guard is probably one of the scariest jobs out there, especially for those working the night shift. The feeling of being all alone in a closed place late at night can make anyone feel uneasy. Even with lots of training, experienced night guards can still get nervous during certain shifts. That's exactly what happened to the guard who recorded the next 3 clips. He goes by Raguzlu on social media, and what he caught during his shift at a local school was truly strange.
Y aquí en la escuela cuando empiezan a ladrar los perros así a llorar. Ah, visto. Ahí empieza a joder, como a golpear. Todas las noches hace lo mismo. ¿Qué pasa? Tempranito empiezan a hinchar las pelotas.
Even though the door was banging for about 20 minutes and then opened, it was clear that no one was on the other side. This means it was either something unusual that still had a logical explanation, or it was a spirit. With strange events like this, it's tough to say for sure if it was a ghost or not. But what if this wasn't just a one-time thing? This time, Raguzlu was in the bathroom because the janitor had just cleaned it, but forgot to turn off the lights. Tasks like this were usually left for Raguzlu to handle, and if the situation was more serious, he'd get paid extra. But no amount of extra pay could have prepared him for what happened in that bathroom again. A strange moaning or wailing sound filled the room, and it was genuinely unsettling. What made it worse was the door suddenly closing afterward, which pushed him over the edge. The next morning, Raguzlu went home, seriously thinking about whether the job was worth the money. To have a solid reason to quit without giving 2 weeks' notice, Raguzlu came up with a plan. He decided to set up a camera, sit back, and hope to catch one more strange moment on video. And as it turned out, his plan worked.
Agua bendita. San Benito Padre, protege. Y basta, basta. Tiraron las tapas de la olla. ¡Ah, qué olor a podrido, Dios! ¿Se escucha? El baño. Ah, bueno.
While he was recording, the cabinet door behind him slowly opened with a creepy creaking noise. Raguzlu immediately walked out of the building after that and handed in his resignation. His boss didn't argue since the proof was clear. Imagine you're on a commercial plane, just trying to enjoy your flight, only to find out later that a UFO was following your aircraft. This video was shared on Reddit by a user named Redman11, who recorded the event near LaGuardia in New York. Matt captured footage of the plane being followed by the UFO, while he and a few others could only look up at the sky, amazed by what they were seeing.
Are you kidding me? Hold on. Are you serious right now?
What is that?
It's getting closer to it. What the is that?
What are you looking at? There's a dot following that plane.
Everyone in the video looks scared by what happened, and it's easy to understand why. What would you do if you found out that this was the plane you were on? The video also raises some questions. Has this happened before? Does it happen more often than we realize? And if this is a UFO following the plane, what does it want? Is it trying to watch or follow these people? These are the kinds of questions that can keep you up at night. This next clip needs you to watch closely to catch what really happened. It took place in the home of Kiki, a caring mom with 2 kids. They all slept in the same room since she didn't like the idea of her kids being alone at night. One day, strange noises started coming from the bedroom, and a bit later, Kiki decided to record it, and that's when it happened.
Es la puerta del cuarto la que están tocando, no mames. Hay alguien afuera de la puerta del cuarto, güey. Pero no es un puto humano. Ay, no. Voy a sentar aquí, porque ya se recorrieron mis hijos. Entonces...
No, te pintaste aquí.
¿Sí ven en dónde están mis hijos? Carajo.
Did you leave your answer in the comments? If you watched the door in the background closely, you might have noticed it kept changing, from open to closed, every time it left the frame and came back into view. It was creepy, and once Kiki noticed it, she made it her mission to find an exorcist. This next video comes from a TikTok user known as UFO Alien Guy. It's pretty short, but definitely strange. The man is filming outside around sunset, and at first, nothing seems out of the ordinary. He points the camera at a bush, and then, out of nowhere, something truly creepy happens.
Hello?
Can you see it?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hello?
Can you see it?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hello?
Can you see it?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Suddenly, a super creepy gray face appears behind the bushes, making the guy filming take a few steps back. For a moment, it even looks like the strange figure is about to move closer, but the video cuts off before we see what happens next. After this clip went viral, a lot of people on TikTok were sure he had caught real footage of an alien. But what do you think? The tall, weird-looking figure does seem alien. Or maybe it was just someone in a costume. We might never know for sure. On May 9th, 2025, someone named Lucreen got a clip from a coworker who also gave permission to share it online. The footage shows a dark, empty area that feels a bit creepy. What stands out, though, is the gate at the back, a gate that had always been hard to open. Staff had to fight with it daily, and it was a constant hassle. But in this video, whatever moved it made it look easy. See for yourself. It's clear that no person or object touched the gate to make it move. But one detail really stands out: the cat. Just moments before the gate shifted, the cat walked toward it, almost like it saw someone standing there. As we all know, cats are often said to sense things we can't, including spirits. That alone makes the timing interesting. To be sure nothing else was involved, the co-worker went through footage from every camera in the building and found no signs of anyone entering or leaving. So, whatever caused this came from something he couldn't see. And with all this in mind, I'm convinced this was the work of a spirit. During a live stream, a user named iYama03 was interviewing Miguel, the director of operations in the embalming room. Miguel had just finished talking about how tough it is to preserve a body and was getting ready to start the procedure, completely unaware that something really creepy was about to happen.
Aquí con el director de esta casa funeraria. ¿Cuál es su nombre?
Hola, ¿qué tal? Miguel Ángel Contreras, de Contreras Casa Funeral en Guadalajara, Jalisco.
¿Cómo está Miguel Ángel?
Muy bien, muchas gracias.
Miguel Ángel, este es uno de los trabajos más raros, extraños y difíciles del mundo, ¿cierto?
Sí, así es. No cualquiera lo hace, no cualquiera sabe el arte de embalsamamiento. Por lo tanto, nos sentimos orgullosos porque somos sabedores de este arte. Un evento social como cuando te casas, como una primera comunión, tenemos que dejar presentable a la persona fallecida y tenemos de diferentes tonos para que queden más acertados a su tono de piel.
Out of nowhere, you can hear what sounds like the eerie screams of children coming from somewhere close by.
El día de hoy estamos transmitiendo un video y vamos a hacer o vamos a demostrarle cuál es uno de los trabajos más raros, difíciles del mundo, que es un embalse.
The workers don't seem to notice a thing. It's only when Ayama starts getting flooded with comments about the creepy screams that he realizes something's off. There's no playground or area for kids nearby, and Ayama's left deeply unsettled as he and the tech team have no idea where those screams came from. A girl named Mimo says that around 3 a.m., while she was walking through an underground tunnel, she began to feel that someone was following her.
Bro, imagine it's like 3 a.m. in the morning and I'm doing this walk in a tunnel. Like, that is actually pretty scary to me. I can't lie, like, I'm myself right now. And I have up. I mean, I feel like I can hear someone. Oh no. There's 2 random pigeons over there. Yeah. Scared. Really scared right now. But it's okay.
She starts recording for her safety and keeps glancing over her shoulder, and that's when she spots something.
Okay, so basically, I can hear someone. I can hear something. I'm not sure who. Bro, relax. Gosh, pigeons everywhere. Alright, just to update you, it was this one guy over there. And yeah, he seems happy, he seems chill. And I've made it to the end of the tunnel. Bless him though, because he literally like waved at me from far.
The person seems to be deliberately trying to approach Mimo, even picking up the pace to reach her.
Yeah, made it to the end. Although, it's a long tunnel. Okay. I really don't want to be doing this at like 3 o'clock in the morning, but I'm not ready.
After a while, Mimo finally comes across the elevator.
Okay, let's go to the lift. MashaAllah, beautiful, beautiful. Did not have to wait.
She manages to get out safely and later explains that the man seemed drunk and kept waving at her.
I go into this tunnel and as I'm walking, I wish I got the video of the guy walking towards me because it was the scariest thing ever. So basically, because he was drunk, my guy was walking like this towards me, so it felt like it was a zombie coming towards me. So he was just like swaying like this. It's actually game over. I don't know how I did it.
Since then, Mimo started using that route during busier hours, because getting stuck alone in an underground tunnel with a creepy drunk guy definitely didn't seem like the smartest idea. A woman named Raquel from Reno, Nevada, was heading to the gym one evening. As she arrived and got ready to go inside, she suddenly felt like she was being watched. When she looked around, that's when she spotted it. She looks up and spots this shadowy figure standing on the gym roof, like it's been keeping an eye on her the whole time. She can't really make out any facial features, but Raquel definitely feels like it's watching her. Maybe it's just her imagination, but a lot of people in the comments say it's a good reason to either skip the gym or just get out of there. Morgan Lambert was working on a video project with her boyfriend late one night in an isolated barn deep in the Appalachian Mountains. What started out as a simple shoot quickly turned into something much darker and more disturbing.
Here's scene 7.
Okay.
It looks okay, but I am thinking we're gonna have to redo scene 7.
While they were setting up for their final shot, they suddenly heard a sharp whistle coming from the woods.
It might be okay.
Yeah, I think
I don't think we planned on redoing scene 7, did we?
No, I think it's fine. I think it's that was the last one, right?
Yeah, it's getting a little colder.
Staying as calm as they could, the couple began quietly gathering their gear and putting it back in the car.
Keep recording with this just for some extra behind the scenes if that's cool.
Yeah.
I'll try and get this into the fastest that I can.
Yeah, it's really chilly. I think we should.
Try and hurry,
Yeah, I think we should.
When the whistling started up again, this time closer, Morgan and her boyfriend quickly realized they weren't alone. Trying not to give anything away, they acted like everything was fine.
Get this into the fastest that I can.
Yeah, it's really chilly. I think we should.
Try and hurry,
Yeah, I think we should.
They knew that reacting to whatever was making that sound would be a mistake, so they refused to acknowledge it.
Put your arms in. Okay.
Ready to go?
Yep.
They quietly got into the car, closed the doors, and drove off. What they came across that night is still a mystery, but many locals believe Morgan might have crossed paths with something ancient, a presence that has been lurking in the Appalachian forests for generations. Diana shared that during a conversation with her terminally ill friend, she promised to visit as a Mockingbird once she passed. Just a week after her friend died, Diana heard something tapping on her patio door. A mockingbird started showing up regularly, waking Diana up each morning, and it always seemed unusually happy to see her. Diana believes it's her best friend's spirit keeping the promise she made, even from the afterlife. One night, a native family was spending time together when they saw something terrifying outside their window. A girl named Toya, who lives on the reservation, recorded a chilling video. It was late, and as she started filming to figure out what was out there, she made a horrifying discovery. Hiding in the darkness, what looks like a human head with animal-like eyes can be seen staring at them from the bushes. The family stays inside, and Toya explains in the video that this isn't the first time they've seen it. Whether it's a skinwalker or something else, the family chooses to stay indoors and not mess with it, and that's probably for the best. A guy named Conan bought an old Furby from a thrift shop about 2 years ago. He says it never made a sound because its speaker was broken, but one night he's suddenly woken up by the sound of something moving, and what he finds is straight out of a nightmare. old, half-broken Furby suddenly shifts its eyes and then just freezes, staring right at Conan. Its gaze doesn't move as he captures the eerie moment on video. He'd started recording to find out where the strange noises were coming from, and after getting this footage, he decided to just go back to bed. While it might not be paranormal, a lot of people have shared similar stories about their Furbies randomly talking or making noise in the middle of the night. Possessed or not, waking up to this is enough to give anyone nightmares. As the plane climbed above the clouds, something surreal caught his eye. Passengers on a flight from Austria to London were shocked to see what appeared to be figures standing on the clouds. This bizarre sighting was actually documented before on the same flight back in 2016, showing similar figures standing on the clouds. Considering how much time has passed between sightings, it raises the question, is this just a rare natural phenomenon in the clouds, or could it be something more, like a glimpse of angelic beings or a sign from the other side? Let us know what you think in the comments. One evening, a woman named Pamela was relaxing in her room when she started hearing faint whispers somewhere in the house. She lives with her family in Paraguay and is used to noise with her younger brother around, but this time she was completely alone. As she tried to pinpoint where the whispering was coming from, she was shocked to realize it was coming from a Virgin Mary altar. After recording the strange moment, it wasn't until she watched the footage later that she noticed something even creepier. It looked like the mouth of the Virgin Mary statue was moving, as if it were talking. Even though the whispers were too faint to make out, Pamela couldn't shake the sense of fear she felt from the experience. Not much info is out yet since Pamela took down the video for unknown reasons and hasn't shared any updates. For now, this one's still a total mystery. A mom shared a creepy video explaining how her kids kept hearing her voice calling, "Come here," from somewhere outside. When she went to check it out herself, she ended up making a terrifying discovery. Through the camera, she locks the car, and that's when you can spot something in the back seat, staring straight at the lens. Whatever it is doesn't look like a person at all, more like a mask. A moment later, the figure disappears, leaving everyone wondering, was this just a trick of the light, or is it connected to the strange voice the kids kept hearing when she wasn't even around? A Reddit user shared that one night while taking a family photo near some woods by their house. They got the creepy feeling they were being watched. As they quickly headed inside their cabin, worried that something might be lurking in the trees. They caught sight of something that didn't look human staring at them through a window. The family saw a strange white figure with black eyes and a distorted mouth, like something from a nightmare. As they zoomed in, they noticed multiple glowing eyes in different places. Given their height, it's obvious these aren't human. The spooky video was shared by a user named The Cat's Pajamas, who admits he has no idea what was watching his family from the woods. A guy named Jordan says one night while he was watching Netflix alone, he caught a shadow moving quickly out of the corner of his eye. Feeling uneasy, he started recording to show a friend, because out of all the times he'd seen shadows, this one just felt different. Here's what he caught. As he's looking around with the camera, you can just make out a dark shape quickly moving from one room to another. It's tiny, like the size of a kid. Even though it clearly shook Jordan up, it doesn't feel like a child's spirit. It comes off as something darker. Miranda posted a spooky clip she filmed while cleaning a conference room alone at work. As she was telling a coworker about it, she explained that she always records her shifts, and this time, she caught something strange on camera. It looks like a pale face quickly peeks out from behind the glass door, and it seems to be coming from the area near the bathroom she was cleaning.
I'm doing the trash. This is the same room that had that face right here. And I was cleaning this bathroom, and I had my phone on this cart.
That was already creepy enough, but what happened next was the final straw that made her get out of there.
Right? I just heard
What really scared Miranda was hearing faint whispers from whatever was haunting the conference room.
I just heard.
As she spins around, there's no one there. Totally shaken, Miranda finally decides to leave. It's unclear if she ended up quitting after this creepy encounter, but would you stay if it happened to you? Dorita Flores filmed the Dia de Muertos altar she made to honor her late mom, a beautiful tribute to love, family, and the afterlife. Then, out of nowhere, this dark figure just popped up, so black it felt like it was sucking in all the light around it.
Sí, ahora se puso de este lado y le atravesó todo el teléfono. No mames. Mira, 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 ahí va. Mira, mira por otra vez. ¿Qué? Mira la sombra, mira, 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 ahí va otra vez. Ahí va otra vez, mira. Mira, vale, no veo, mano. Bienvenidos, bienvenidos, los amamos. Dale atrás, a ver si no te parece. Porque nomás le aparece en el teléfono y la Ale. Pero las bolitas, mira las bolitas, si aparece, estás temblando,
The figure drifted slowly toward them, almost like it was drawn to the altar, before fading into the darkness. For 4 years, Dorita had only shared memories of her family on her TikTok, until this moment. While her family felt it was her mother's presence, viewers were left with a haunting question. Was this a loving visit from beyond, or something much darker? A paranormal explorer named Canadiense was live streaming from a graveyard when things took a dark turn. Just as he arrived and started trying to make contact with spirits, he ran into a seriously creepy figure. Then he heard this.
¿Qué fue eso? ¿Qué fue eso? Están escuchando, no manches. ¿Dónde están? Aquí estoy, dijeron.
He starts hearing faint voices and noises, almost like a kid, moving around. As he heads toward where it's coming from, that's when he finally spots it.
Uy. Uy. Ay, allá, allá. Está viendo de frente, raza.
Behind one of the gravestones, a strange figure just stares right at him, a pale face framed by long, dark hair, completely still, like it's been waiting for him.
¿Qué madre es eso? ¿Quién eres? Su madre, raza, pinche escalofrío, tiene ojos,
The guy is absolutely frozen with fear as this thing just stands there staring at him. After a moment, he slowly starts backing away from the scene. James was on his first night shift at a truck stop when his coworker left him to do a round. All of a sudden, the computer started acting up and glitching out for no reason.
Everything's going all haywire. We got alarms going off. Ryan's out on patrol. Poltergeist or something here. Oh, God. Oh, no.
While he was recording all the weird poltergeist-like stuff happening, a door suddenly slammed shut right in front of him.
Holy no way did that just happen. No way.
Up until this point, the guy had only ever shared videos about his hobbies. This was the first time he'd captured something like this. Some people think it might be a real poltergeist, but what do you believe? Daniel, who noticed some strange activity happening in his kitchen, was able to capture it on camera.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen this cabinet before, but it hasn't opened since the last time I recorded it opening, because I walked into the kitchen to the refrigerator and I was walking past it and I got about right here and it went and opened behind me and scared the crap out of it. Got my heart thumping, let's put it that way. Because you don't expect that sound as you're walking by and so close to you. But it hasn't opened since, and I can jump up and down and it won't open. See, I'm banging on the floor and it still won't open anymore. I don't know, that's weird. And the refrigerator's been making a god-awful noise. It used to make another god-awful noise, like the fan bearings were screeching, and it was just such a loud whistle. Sometimes I just unplug it. But sometimes I could unplug it and plug it back in and it would stop doing it. But now it's making this, whoa! Okay, see, I didn't even move. I wasn't even moving. That's the first time that's happened since the last time. Okay, it's got to be a bed bearing, but I wasn't moving. Look at that. It's closed, and there's nothing on the edge. There's nothing on the edge that would, like here on this edge, that would push it out. And there's the magnet clip. See, that snap's closed. All right. See, that's the freaking noise. Oh my freaking God. All right. Creepy crap going on in the house. Oh, man. All right. I just wanted to show you that. And I got both of them. Awesome. At the same time. Whew. Still closed. Nothing. Come on, open it again. Let me see you open it again. Come on. I'll even move around. Jumping up and down. Banging on
The first time this happened, it was off camera, and Daniel was really frustrated that he couldn't capture it. On top of that, he kept hearing another strange sound he just couldn't figure out, which only made him more uneasy. Despite how scared he was, he pushed through and kept dealing with it until, out of nowhere, it just stopped happening. This guy had been in the same house for about 2 years and never noticed anything strange. So when that first creepy thing happened, everyone thought it was just a one-time thing. No big deal. But a week later, he caught something else on camera. And this time, it was even creepier. This time, it happened in his bedroom. He started hearing scratching or clawing sounds coming from the closet, so he decided to record it. Now, he's talking to a ghost hunter to see if they can help. So far, the mystery's still wide open. He still hasn't gotten any clear answers. A guy named Munra shared a creepy video where he and his friends were out late, exploring the woods, when they spotted a tall, thin, human-like figure just standing out in an open field.
Los ojos, güey. Esa madre. Bestia. Vamos. Se da toda la vuelta y toda la cabeza. La cabeza se da la vuelta, si es cierto, ruso. Toda la vuelta esa madre, mira. Da la vuelta completa, güey. Vamos a dejarnos ir, güey. Fuck it. Miren, amigos, le da. A ver, dale. A las 3 corremos en chinguiza, ¿eh? Pero lo tenemos que chingar, ¿eh? 1, 2. Se está moviendo. Dale, en chinguiza, güey. En chinguiza, güey. Vete. Aquí está el güey, mira. Puta madre, la araña. Espérate, aquí tiene que estar. ¿No está, güey? No mames, ruso, se nos peló, güey. No mames, güey.
Qué pedo. Madre, güey.
¡Ey! No mames.
Mira, estaba atrás.
¿Qué pedo, güey?
Se peló madre, güey. No mames.
A la bestia, güey.
¿Qué tal la ñonga? Güey, es su máquina.
No mames, güey. No mames, güey.
Hijo de madre, güey. No mames. Bestia.
Vente. Vénganse, güey. No mames, güey. Está de un puto lado, está de otro, güey. Vénganse, güey. No mames. ¿Dónde está, güey? Su perra madre. Nada, güey.
No mames.
¡Ey!
¿Qué pedo?
Ay, güey.
No mames.
No mames, güey. No mames.
Esta mano me está rodeando, loco.
No mames, ruso.
No, güey.
Jálense, morros, jálense.
Vamos por él, güey.
Espérate. No. Espérate.
Mira, checa la cabeza, güey.
Les da vuelta la cabeza, güey.
Sí, güey, ¿no viste?
Espérate.
Güey,
Dale. Espérate.
Ya no lo veo. Esa madre se pierde, loco. Mira cómo se le pierde el cuerpo, güey. Ya no lo veo.
¿Dónde está, güey?
Yo no lo vi, güey.
Ahí está enfrente. A ver. ¿Dónde está, Fer? ¿Dónde está? ¿Enfrente? ¿Lo sigues viendo?
Mira.
¿Lo sigues viendo? Vente. Dale. Corriendo, Fer. Dale, güey. Lo tenemos que grabar de cerquita, güey. Dale. Dale, Percho. Dale, güey, lo tenemos que grabar de cerquita, güey. ¿Nada?
No.
No mames, güey, no está, güey. ¿Qué pedo, hijo?
The boys decided to run toward the figure, but as they got closer, it suddenly appeared behind them. They watched as it calmly walked into the woods, and when they tried to follow, it was already gone. The group was left with no idea what they'd just witnessed. Some of them wondered if they'd crossed paths with an alien deep in the forests of Mexico. In this clip, Val and her boyfriend were trying to call someone late one night, but to their surprise, the wrong person answered. And that's when things started to get really strange. From there, it all went downhill fast.
Hoy vamos a hacer llamadas de terror a las 3 de la mañana. Estamos en un hotel que supuestamente hay espíritus.
Se supone que aquí era un hospital antes.
Así que pueden pasar cosas. Continuamos con la llamada. Le estamos marcando otra vez. Bueno. ¿Te podemos ayudar en algo? ¿Ocupas ayuda? ¿Quién eres?
¿Qué pido, Valeria? Cuídale.
Le empezó a decir el nombre de Diego, creo.
Vale, ya.
No. Cierra, güey, neta, cierra. Cierra. Uy, no, túmbate el rollo, estoy marcando eso. Uy, güey, tengo miedo.
First, this deep, creepy voice came through the phone, and it freaked both Val and her boyfriend out. Then the light started to flicker, and to make things even worse, they noticed a shadowy figure standing right in the peephole of the door. Totally scared, they decided to just call it a night and go to bed. But the next morning, after shaking it off a bit, they went back to the same spot to see if anything strange would happen again.
Oigan, no sabemos qué pasó. Literalmente, Diego y yo estamos solos en el cuarto. De madrugada no hay manera en la que haya sido otra cosa. Güey, nos están pasando cosas muy raras.
Ya apaga eso, man.
Vamos a literal salir al pasillo porque están tocándonos la puerta horrible y ya tenemos mucho miedo. Vean, o sea, esto está... Los pasillos están... Fíjate, no corras. Espérate, Diego. O sea, vean los pasillos. Uy, no.
The lights started flickering again, and this time they didn't wait to see what happened. They both ran out of the apartment, but the creepy stuff didn't stop inside. It followed them outside too. After sitting in the car and thinking it over, they decided it was best to just move out and find a new place to live. A guy named Chase shared some eerie footage he captured while staying at his grandfather's house, just a month after he passed away. He was in a room with his partner, Rachel, when this was recorded.
We were just going to bed and we're not... Let me just show you. Like, we've literally had to put the bag up against the door because we're not sure Okay, so we're leaving. We got all of our stuff packed. Oh, what? Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, we're out of here. I'm leaving. Like, I don't know what's going on.
They can hear something trying to open the door, but when Chase cautiously looks, no one's there. Every time the door is shut, it starts rattling again, like something's trying to get in. After deciding they've had enough, they pack up to leave, but as they're going out, the door suddenly slams and shakes violently, as if someone is desperately trying to open it from the other side. Could this be the spirit of Chase's grandfather reliving a tragic moment, a simple explanation, or something darker? One afternoon, Emily was home alone when she noticed strange sounds, like an animal scratching or shuffling by the door. Curious, she stepped closer to investigate, and that's when she heard this. A voice right outside the door kept changing tones, desperately trying to convince Emily to open up.
And this is why I can't call the cops, because when I go to look, there's no one there. I know it's hard to see, but I'm not opening the door. There's like no one out there. And like, this is a window. There's no people, but this is a window, and you can really see out there. And it's hard to see out there. So I don't know what the hell is going on.
Whatever this is, it's racing back and forth by the door, stomping like it's searching for a way to get in. But when Emily looks up to see, nothing's there. Terrified and not sure what she's dealing with, she decides to stay put and keep the door shut. Could she be dealing with some kind of mimic trying to lure her into opening it? A woman named Claire Owens shared some eerie footage from her front door camera. Late one night, she got a notification that someone was at her door, but when she checked to see who it was, she was met with a truly disturbing sight. From the neighbor's yard, you can spot a dark, shadowy figure sprinting by at a speed that's definitely not human. Whatever it was, it set off the neighbor's motion-activated lights as it raced by. The family shared the video, wondering if they'd caught something otherworldly, paranormal, or just a strange camera glitch. After hearing someone sobbing and pacing around in a building that was supposed to be fully locked down, a girl went to check it out. She started recording as she headed toward the noise, and what she caught on camera was truly disturbing. She enters the cafeteria and closes the door behind her, only to hear eerie gasping sounds as if someone's struggling to breathe, but no one's there. As she heads back, she realizes the lights have been turned off. Feeling a deep sense of unease, she rushes to the elevator, and that's when she sees it. When she flips the lights back on, she doesn't immediately realize that someone is standing at the end of the hallway, silently watching her. While the strange noises might have been dismissed as sounds from some cafeteria equipment, what she sees in the elevator changes everything. As she snaps a few photos, a face with hollow black eyes and a dark mouth appears in the elevator's reflection. Even more unsettling, that same face shows up again in another photo, this time right behind her, almost as if it's clinging to her. Was this a haunting or something far more dangerous? Back in 2017, a mom named Julieta and her family lost their 2 dogs, Lucky and Ori. To remember them, she set up a little memorial and shared some of their best moments online. Years later, after getting a new dog, the family started hearing the sound of dogs running around the living room at night. They'd go check, but never found a thing, until one night they looked at the security camera, and this is what they found. The camera caught faint shapes of 2 dogs popping up and trying to play with the new pup, who looked super confused. Then they ran down the hallway and disappeared. The family was shocked. They looked just like Lucky and Ori. Even though it gave her chills, Julieta felt kinda comforted, like her old dogs came back to relive a happy moment with them. Antonio, who owns a small business in Jalisco, Mexico that builds and rents out cabins, caught something really creepy on camera. One night, while he and a coworker were recording their shift, they noticed a light flickering upstairs. As he started filming to see what was going on, he ended up capturing something truly terrifying. He spots what looks like a person's silhouette slowly moving closer to the window. Completely shocked, especially since they're alone in the cabin, Antonio decides to go and check it out.
¿Alguien? No hay nadie. Bien, no hay nadie.
After checking every room in the cabin, he doesn't find a single person. But after seeing that strange figure, he just can't explain. He's left wondering if he built this place on cursed land. Up until now, his page was just about sharing beautiful shots of the cabins he and his team built. Until this. Could this be the ghost of a former occupant still hanging around? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. 2 friends were driving through a park late at night when they spotted something in the distance. A huge, long-limbed, dog-like figure. Freaked out, but too curious to leave, they decided to drive closer to get a better look, and ended up making a terrifying discovery. A skinny, human-shaped thing crawling on all 4s is spotted slowly moving toward the car, sending the friends into a panic as they speed away. Whatever it is, it doesn't seem human. At one point, it even looks right at them, its eyes glowing like some kind of animal. The creepy video was shared online by an anonymous source, with hardly any details about where it happened or what it could be. Whether it's some cryptid or not, one thing's for sure, it makes you wonder, if it wasn't, then what exactly did these friends run into that night? A man named Gerard was on his way home from work one evening. As it started to get dark and he pulled up to the house, he noticed the dogs acting scared and barking like crazy. He pulled out his phone to record, and what he caught next was truly chilling. From inside the house, you can hear the sound of a woman crying, and it only makes the dogs more anxious. Whatever's causing this sound clearly has the neighborhood dogs on edge. Every time the cries start, they get more worked up. Gerard is convinced it's a genuine encounter with La Llorona, saying she doesn't speak, only weeps. So, is this really La Llorona, or just something else? What do you think? Shiro and Cora are two investigators checking out a hotel with a troubling past. Supposedly, there was a wedding here years ago, and afterward, the husband might have taken his own life in one of the rooms. This severely damaged the hotel's reputation, hurting the owner's finances. What did the investigators find? It started with loud bangs from behind a door, specifically room 402, where the incident supposedly happened. After more banging noises, Shiro finally managed to enter the room. As soon as he stepped inside, the door slammed shut behind him, and then a dark mannequin-like figure appeared in the background. You can guess what happens next.
スメルもいや綺麗すぎるってこれ。ベッドがやっぱ違うの下の階とビップ部屋みたいだけどさ。あでもここめちゃくちゃ綺麗だな。お。こんばんは。誰かいたらすいません、ノックしてもらってもいいですか？出ていくんで。やばいやばいやばいやばい、普通に物音してる。待って。あっちからもすんなんだこれ。いや、一気に上行っちゃおう。ここからです。
上がるんすよね。
なんかそこ怖いんだよな。
おお。
なに
電源消してる今。今電源消してったんですよね自分。あ、やべえ。壊した俺。なんで消えんの？おお。
なんか鳴ってるよね。
おお。
なんだ今の。
ちょっとやめたい。ちょっと帰りたい。ちょっとどうします？
やっぱここやばいんじゃないですかここ。ティッシュだらけの。いやこれさ、なんかそういうこと知ってるでしょ。絶対これなんかしてるよ。こんにちは。
いる誰かいる。ほら。ちょっと待って。
マジ。
ああ。
マジで聞こえましたよね。ガチでなんかいるんじゃない？
これ今日きついぞこれ。
ここだけまだ開けられてる。マジ？店員さんたちじゃないのか。ボスさんいるから大丈夫でしょ。はい、すいません。じゃあ、はい。これ3階です。あ、ごめん、もしもし。あ、なんかバツバツなってんな。はいはい。
What do you think they actually encountered in that room? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Meet Kevin and Jaime, the team behind the channel Don't Blink Paranormal. They like to explore creepy places that most people would stay away from. They use Randonautica intents sent in by their viewers to find spooky spots and see if there's anything paranormal going on. Their first stop was sent in by a viewer named Leo, and it took them back to a place where they had already been stalked before.
We're back. It brought us to here.
Babe,
This is
where it began.
They remembered finding a note on their car and seeing someone come closer. That's what makes this spot so creepy for them.
This is where it all began with the stalker. This is where we found the note on our car when we was driving down the road.
We were over there when we noticed them.
Left a box, remember?
Oh yeah. Okay.
It was with a box.
I remember now.
I think it was a
like a heart thing.
Heart-shaped box, yeah.
Their past experience in this place made them feel even more nervous as they looked around, hoping to find answers but also afraid of what might happen. Almost right away, they heard weird noises like far-off screaming, which made things even scarier.
There's people screaming.
Yeah, I hear people screaming.
As they carefully walked through the woods, they started to find some weird stuff.
Stuff's all lit up. Just have a light go off on me.
Yes.
I literally said this stuff's all lit up, and the light went off. Look like thing.
Right there. See it? Right there.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, it's a burnt tree. Good Lord. Well, don't you find that odd that it's the only burnt tree?
That was not a squirrel.
That wasn't a squirrel.
Okay.
But don't you find that odd? That it's the only burnt tree?
Burnt. What was I about to say?
they saw a place that was oddly lit up before the light went out. Even stranger, they found a single burnt tree standing out from all the others, making them wonder why it was like that. Things got even weirder when they reached the exact spot the app sent them to and found something that didn't make any sense.
Don't you find this odd?
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
What is that? Are we sure that's not a skunk?
What's that? No, that's a skunk, but it's a stuffed animal.
First, they found a stuffed skunk out in the woods, which made no sense at all. As soon as they found it, they heard a strange noise that made them feel like someone was watching them, and it really scared them. In the next video, a viewer named Larry suggested they go to a place called All Hallow Cemetery, which was even creepier. They decided to use a ghost communication app called Spirit Talker. When Kevin asked who was there, a loud, weird noise came out of nowhere and surrounded their car, making them panic.
Okay. Who's here with us right now?
What are you doing?
Babe. What the is that?
The loud noise left them so shaken that they didn't even want to get out of the car. Then they saw a fresh mud smudge on their car that hadn't been there before, making them think something might have been really close.
But that wasn't.
Yeah, I don't remember that being on the car.
What?
It looks like
the
mud was just like smudged on there. You're blinding me.
Well, then get out of my light.
The Spirit Talker started giving them creepy messages that got more and more direct, warning them to watch out. It felt like the messages were talking right to them, and they even started hearing knocking sounds on their car. The Spirit Talker confirmed it, saying, "Of course," which made everything even scarier.
You're knocking?
Yep. That sounded like it was on your car.
That did sound like it was on my car.
Sounded like somebody running.
I hope I got that knocking on here, though.
I don't know, but it sounded like somebody knocked on your car. It really did.
That's weird.
There's been all kinds of stuff.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course. I don't know. It just said of course. Of course somebody did knock on our car.
Their last trip for the night was suggested by a viewer named Ronald. Creepy toys. They ended up driving down dark, twisty gravel roads until they reached a hidden spot near a small pond.
Creepy Toys by...
Noisy place. What?
Creepy Toys by Ronald Tomlin. This is friggin' creepy.
This place is creepy at night.
There. It's on that way.
What is this, though? Like a little friggin' pond or something. I thought it was a lake.
When they looked through the messy, creepy area, they found exactly what they were looking for, but in a really creepy way. Up in a tree, they saw not a regular toy, but a weird figure that looked like a scarecrow or a crow. It was holding a small white ghost figure, which made the whole scene even scarier.
Behind you. Bam.
Where?
Right there. Is that a doll? What is that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's in the tree.
Oh, okay. I see it.
What is that?
That better not be a doll.
It's a doll.
Hey, what is that?
What is it?
it's holding something.
What is it on? Oh, hell no.
Oh my god. That's a little ghost it's got.
Finding that creepy figure, along with how spooky the place was, made for a really unsettling end to their night of Randonautica trips. Kevin felt like he had to take the weird thing with him.
Well, that ain't no toy.
Freaking creepy.
I don't know, but I'm taking it.
I don't know what it is. What is it?
It looks like a crow.
It looks like a doll-ish.
I'm keeping it. I'm going to put it with the other.
Stuffed with.
Strong.
What are you doing?
There's somebody out here with us.
This whole investigation is especially creepy because the places they went to and the things they saw seemed too connected to be just chance. The mix of scary voices on their apps, personal memories, and strange objects like the stuffed skunk and the figure in the tree made it even weirder. It makes you wonder if it was really ghosts or if there's something else, maybe even other people behind all this. When Kevin and Jaime left with the creepy figure in their car, they were left with more questions than answers. It's a scary reminder of the unknown stuff they're messing with. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can stay updated with our latest videos.